Ooh, another exciting day in the loan process. Your appraisal just came in. But what exactly does that mean to you, to your loan process, and to the purchase of your new home? The appraisal determines the market value of your home. The appraiser comes to the home, they measure, they take pictures, and then they do a significant amount of data gathering comparing the home that you are purchasing to similar homes that are in close proximity that have sold in the last 6 to 12 months. They create a line-by-line comparison of your house against anywhere from 3 to 5 other houses, and that's how they establish the market value of your home. The appraisal does have to get reviewed by the underwriter. Once we receive it in, we immediately send a copy out to you so that you know exactly what it appraised for and you can read the report yourself, but it does still have to get reviewed by underwriting. It's not common at all for underwriting to come up with any issues on the appraisal or with the appraised value. It's more just a thorough review to make sure that everything is accounted for. Occasionally there are revisions requested, and typically they are just typographical updates that are needed and not anything related to your value or to the home itself. If the appraisal does come in lower than what you agreed to pay for the house, the first thing we do on our end is just do a thorough review of the appraisal, look to see if there's any factual data that may not have been included in the appraisal that we feel is relevant, if there are other sales that have happened that weren't included, or if there's other data about the home that wasn't included that we think is relevant. So we take a first pass at it, then we talk to your realtor about it, and they do a thorough review as well. If there are any details that we feel we would like the appraiser to revisit, then you, the buyer of the home, can request what's called a reconsideration of value, and we submit that into the appraiser, and the appraiser typically has a 48-hour timeline to respond to us. They may or may not change the value. If they don't change the value of the property, then we have some additional options from there. The first thing that we will look at is to talk with your agent to see if there's any possibility that they can negotiate the seller down lower to match the contract price. There's really no guarantee that the seller will do that. Maybe they will, or maybe they'll meet you somewhere in between, or maybe they'll just tell you, no, we had multiple offers on this property. You'll need to pay the full price that you agreed to. We're not going to lower the price. If they do that, then we'll come back together and have a strategy session about what that means in terms of how much cash you need for closing, and if there are other ways to structure the mortgage, which is usually possible, where you don't have to bring any additional cash to closing. So if it does happen, which is not common for the appraisal to come in low, those are the steps we'll take to review it together. Remember, at Pathway Mortgage Group, we have closed over 3,200 mortgages, and so we're very skilled in the appraisal process.